Our next guest was born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria, but now calls St. John, New Brunswick home. Alheri Bingi is the founder and creative of Art by Dangana, a textile art brand that makes handmade African wall art from locally sourced cultural fabrics from West Africa. The art also serves as a medium for cultural representation and pride, and the entrepreneur also earned her Master of Business Administration from UNB St. John. Alheri joins us now from the port city. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
It's our pleasure to chat with you. It's so fun to see Amanda's web story come to life. It was a great story. What inspired you to start Art by Dangana?
So when I moved here 5 years ago, I was one of the first students at that time that, I was very keen on settling here in St. John, New Brunswick. But I just didn't see a lot of representation when it came to areas around. We had some events here and there, but there wasn't really anything that really showcased my culture. So I decided to start the business. I made some pieces and I showed to people around, some of my classmates, some of my friends at the time. And I was just like, what do you guys think about this? I'm thinking of turning this into a business. I've always been into business. So so I made the first prototype and I got feedback, customer validation, and then I made my tweaks. But yeah, primarily it was because I wanted more representation of my culture here in St. John, New Brunswick.
Well, let's showcase some of your pieces. I know that we're going to show some pieces as we speak about them. How would you describe your work? I know that you, in Amanda's article, you're hesitant to call yourself an artist because you mount these textile pieces from West Africa on the wall. I think they're art, but what makes this work unique?
So my business model is I source my fabrics. So I like certain designs, certain colors. And so I pick my designs. I work closely with some vendors back home where, we work together. So my business is not just for St. John and supporting the community here. It's also supporting my people back home. So I work with vendors who sell this authentic African fabrics, and I choose them. I ship them here from Nigeria, and then I start to cut them up and frame them into different sizes. So from the littlest size, 5x5, all the way up to a 38x48 size. So I hand cut them. So that's what makes it a little unique for me.
Yeah, it's wonderful. How has the community of St. John and New Brunswick in general responded to your work so far?
It's been very good. I mean, the pictures that you just showed, the mayor was there for my exhibition that happened back in March. There's always been a good support from the community here when it comes to helping young entrepreneurs establish themselves, especially women in business. So it has been very good. I've attended some classes and courses funded by the New Brunswick government for women in business. I've gotten a grant for Black women in business. So it's been they've been supportive all around. And I've had that courage to keep going because of the community that I'm in.
It's remarkable, too, that you are passing on your business acumen to other entrepreneurs. I know you do a lot of mentorship. How is it for you to be doing the work of working with young entrepreneurs?
It's truly exciting. I work closely with Mount Allison University in Sackville. I've been with them for over a year now as an entrepreneur in residence. So what I do is I work closely with students who are keen on starting their own businesses. In fact, the class I just graduated, the business and commerce class, I was mentoring some of them. And it's truly remarkable to see young minds that are just hungry and want to do things and not afraid to ask for help. So it's helped me grow as an individual too, because there are things that I've learned on my journey that, I can freely guide them so they don't have to go through some of the hiccups that I went through. But it's very accomplishing when you see somebody that, you've helped kind of forge their own vision and their own path. It's truly something.
Well, Alheri, we really appreciate you taking some time to chat with us this morning. Congratulations on all your success, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors as well.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too. That was Alheri Bingi, who is the business person and entrepreneur behind Art by Dangana. We put a link to her website on ours.